A historic moment in Gatineau, Quebec today as First Nations leaders uncrated dozens of cultural items returned from the Vatican. Beverly Andrews looks at some of the sacred artifacts that are now back in the land where they were crafted.
Bringing home our ancestors, bringing home what belongs to the people of the land. And therefore, we celebrate.
Selected items that were taken from Turtle Island and kept away from the people who created them have been returned. Many of these items are sacred and must be cared for and respected according to traditional protocols. 62 items arrived in Canada back in December, greeted on the tarmac in Montreal by First Nations, Inuit, and Métis leaders. Today, chiefs and community members from across the country gathered to witness the items being unveiled at the Canadian Museum of History. Many described the return as deeply emotional. The pieces had been held in the Vatican's collection for decades, prompting repeated calls for repatriation, including during a 2022 delegation visit with Pope Francis.
It's an important and an emotional moment for many First Nations across this country. And we hope that it's an important moment for all of Canada, for all Canadians. A moment to consider the history and the future of this country. We hope it compels and inspires other institutions to work on repatriation plans with First Nations.
Leaders say today's ceremony marks just the beginning, as more objects are still being held overseas.
These items, are a lot more than just an object. They bring a story with them. They bring traditions with them. They have the culture in them. They have an energy with them. And those things, it's important that those things come back to our communities.
The Anishinaabe Nation is welcoming home 2 artifacts, a wooden bowl and spoon, crafted by Grand Chief Linda de Bossiguet's great-uncle Henry de Bossiguet.
It was surreal to hold something that, one of our family's ancestors had, taken the time and care to make. And so it was a real blessing to be part of this day.
Some items, like a bow and arrow, a loom, and jacket, have been traced back to their communities of origin. National Chief Woodhouse has been invited to a private audience with Pope Leo later this year. She says it's an important step towards reconciliation, which begun with Pope Francis. Today's ceremony follows one from December, where Inuit items were repatriated. Still, not all the items have been unveiled. Some will be kept private at the Canadian Museum of History until the owning nation can be established. That nation will then determine what happens to the items going forward. For City News, I'm Beverly Andrews, Toronto.